Good evening. Well, we'll start first of all with our wind and rainfall warnings coming into operation now as of midnight tonight. Extremely wet conditions on the way, 30 to 50 millimetres in a 24-hour window. So a lot of surface water on the way with the high risk of localised flooding. And it is going to turn extremely windy at times as well. So here's the setup. We've got a complex, vast area of low pressure in the nearby Atlantic. That's going to throw up a series of cut-off lows, the first of those overnight. So we're going to see our weather deteriorate further, particularly later tonight. And then the secondary low, probably the more complex of the two, it's a developing one that's going to run right up over the country into tomorrow. Washout of a day across the entire country and extremely windy from time to time as well, especially along the south and east coast to begin the day, and then all areas into the afternoon and evening. That's as the winds become more west to northwest in direction. A bit like last weekend, though, it is looking like Sunday will be the drier, brighter, calmer one of the two, but it won't be without rain or showers, and most of those are likely to present along southern and western coastal counties. So back to this evening, we're looking at patchy falls of rain and drizzle. Still some heavier bursts though locally, and we're looking at some mist and fog around too. And then overnight tonight, we're looking at the deterioration on the way. We're looking at high volumes of rain, particularly in over the Midlands and the West, high accumulation, surface flooding, and we're looking at the high winds developing then too. Coldest conditions then to begin the night, but at least it will turn a little bit milder before the night's end. So here's the predictive sequence into tomorrow Saturday. You can see it's going to be a washout of a day, especially into the afternoon and evening. A lot of surface water out there, extremely windy as well, particularly for the east coast to begin. And then as the winds become more west to northwest in direction, we're looking at some severe gusts down along the Atlantic seaboard, and some of those severe gusts will extend into other parts there later in the day. Temperatures then tomorrow will range 7 to 12 degrees across the country. Strong gales, maybe even storm force winds at sea, and a colder day for Sunday, but drier and calmer. A few showers though around still, and most of those will be in over western and southern coastal counties. Now, of course, here in RTE, we're celebrating the centenary of the general election from 1918. We're looking at a wide range of content from across the board, particularly now I'm looking at the weather. Of course, up until and including 1936, the British Met Office was in charge of our weather. So this has been supplied by the National Meteorological Library and Archive from the Met Office UK, now stowed away in HQ Glasnevin. And this one is from Phoenix Park that particular day. The second one there from Mallinhead, County Donegal. And as you can see, with low pressure to the north of the country. Nonetheless, though, a lot of dry weather in over the country after a foggy start. Some showers presented in over the Ulster and indeed West Connacht, but very blustery conditions in here as well. But it was much milder than today gone by. Now temperatures of 9 to 12 degrees in over the country. The mildest conditions that particular day in over Cork and Waterford. And of course, election 18 follows next. That's all from me for the moment. Good evening.